Hello, friends. Come on in. It's Honey Talk with Melissa Lynn, and we're just doing daytime things. I wanted to just share with you something. So, this tends to be what gets me when I'm finally willing to begin the surrender to an experience as opposed to fighting it. At first, this experience had me like, oh, I was so down and out. And then when I would go to my storage and see my things, I'd be like, it would just break my heart. It would break my heart because I love my things. Hello. If any of you have been with me for any time, you've seen my old apartment where I have all this. It's like a gypsy threw up. A wall of these rad mirrors, and everything is cool. To me, everything is cool. Okay, so it would just be so much. So when I finally got to the point of I could not feel any more pity party for myself because it was just going, it was going not forward, but downward. So it's not even backwards. Oh no, downward. Not a good look for my spirit. Right? The longer I held on to what I had lost and what I was looking at forward to in the future, in the near future, in the next few months. Okay. When I finally got over the fact that I could do anything about this at this moment, or is there something I could do? Perhaps. So surrender was the first thing I could begin to do, is to just get into acceptance of the situation. And so that's what I did. So with that said, it came time for the special at the storage unit that I had rented to come up. And then it went up to way too much money a month. $175. Oh no. I can't. No. That's not happening. Okay. I had already gotten rid of my biggest pieces, my couch and my bed. So at this point, I had like dining room table and everything else that was in my apartment, including 3 closets worth of clothes, jewelry, shoes, handbags, wigs, gloves, pasties, scarves, shawls. Anything. What do you need? Whips. I had. So anyway, I decided I'm clearing it out. I started watching these decluttering videos, specifically this woman who goes by My Small Wardrobe. Oh, I'm like a follower now. Not only a literal follower, but she's just inspiring for me. She's inspiring. She's a minimalist, and she does all these decluttering videos and lots of wardrobe decluttering. So I started binging them, just listening, while I was doing other things, or sometimes watching them, just, little 10, 20 minute little thingies. And little by little, so I decided to go to my storage and start to get all my stuff out. So, but I could only take what fits in my car, so I had to make 2 trips. So when I brought all this stuff, 1 carload, back to where I am temporarily staying, it was like, oh my God, where am I can't run around with this stuff in my car. That's ridiculous. So I've got to somehow weave this into this situation that I'm in. Tiny space, right? Tiny house. Tiny space. It's not a house, so it's space. So I started going through these boxes now as I'm binging these decluttering videos. And I made a decision. Okay, that is big for somebody like me. Okay? I'm not special. I am just a clothing hoarder. I'm sorry, I admit my name is Melissa Lynn and I am a clothing hoarder. I don't shop a ton. I don't spend a lot of money, but add it up, baby. lots and lots and lots of cheap clothes, tons of junk fashion, fast fashion. It is such that I had not really, I knew I was keeping stuff. I knew I was keeping clothes. But as I started to rid myself of these things, my relationship, she talks about taking your life as it is right now. What do you literally do in your days right now? What does your life look like? What do you want it to look like? How do you want to reflect yourself? And what's comfortable or what's important to you? To me, comfort is important. So she asked through some of these videos a series of questions that had me asking myself these things. What do I want to represent? Who am I? I don't want to represent. Can I represent myself? And then who is that at this stage? Now, mind you, I've kept these incredible pieces. I think I picked them. I've saved them all this time. So I think they're all amazing pieces. But I've chosen them at different times in my life. So now I have this mishmash of this huge wardrobe of things that were not chosen at this moment in my life. They couldn't possibly reflect what's going on in my life today. I would have never have guessed what's going on in my life today. So here's one thing that's going on. I have too much stuff. I need to look at my relationship with clothes, and that's what I've been doing this last week. I have made too many trips to the thrift store. I am going to admit it. I have taken 19, 20 bags, garbage bags of clothing to Salvation Army and Goodwill. I hate to tell you that. So that was important for me to see. Okay, I had to get with it. Now I'm carrying these things around with me, and I'm really feeling the literal weight of these things that no longer represent me. And I don't want that much baggage, literally. It's representative of a lot, right? So that silver lining in this cloud of not having a space to necessarily permanently call my own, it's having me look at the things that filled the space when I did have somewhere to call my own. I just filled it with things that I've been carrying around with me, and I love these things, but I want to take a new look at my feeling about them and where I'm at this moment in my life, and act accordingly. And I'm going to simplify. So I am waiting for my laundry. I had to run to the laundromat sooner than normal because all of my laundry fit in this one bag. But if I didn't wash it, I wouldn't have anything to wear. And if you know me, that's incredible. That is so incredible. I have 7 pairs of shoes, and I'm gonna get it down. I want to get it down to 4 pairs of shoes. And again, if you knew, oh my golly, can any of you women or men relate? I was saying to a friend, I was like, oh my God, you know what? Even though it seems to be just a woman's thing, it's not really. Any man that's around my age, and I don't know, maybe even younger, it just depends how into saving things they are. But if you meet a man around my age, check out his collection of t-shirts. I'm gonna bet it's packed back. There's probably some in the garage. There's okay, totally, if that works for you, but I'm just done with it. I need to rid myself of having these things act as representations of me at different stages of my life. I think I'm good. I remember the bits that need to be remembered, right? Can't remember it all. And if a t-shirt or a piece of clothing, I gotta get past myself. So anyway, this is gonna be I'm just gonna sort of touch bases on my experience with this so far. Okay, have a good day. Ciao.